So when parallel beam of rays falls or passes through a convex lens, in Agata, what will happen? When parallel beam of rays pass through a convex lens, they will diverge or converge?
Diverge.
Diverge. Yaradu? Diverge or converge? Convex lens?
It will converge. It will converge.
Convex lens they will converge, concave lens they will diverge, right? So let me take a principal axis here. So this is your principal axis, and here this is your principal axis of the second lens, right? So this is your f2 and then 2f2, f1, 2f1, right? And here f1, okay, no, focal length can't be same, right? So here if this is f1, here f1 is greater than f2, so you will get f2 somewhere here, and this is your 2f2. Try to understand the logic here. Understand? f1 and then 2f1. So a thin lens, thin convex lens, okay, and this is a thick convex lens, right? One is thin convex lens, one is thick convex lens. So here f1 is greater than f2, okay, so that's why you will get f here. So now when this parallel beam of rays passes through these two lenses, where they will converge? Where they will converge?
At focus.
f2 at f2, so they will converge at this point. So what is the meaning of this converge? They will just pass through this f2 at a single point. So this is how they converge. Okay, let me read. Fine. So now this is the point of convergence. All these passes through this point. What about this second lens? Again f2, right? All the rays will just pass through this f2. So now in these two cases, where the bending is more? Where the bending of the light ray is more?
Sir, thick convex.
Thick, or in the second case, lens 2. I hope all of you understood this, okay? In the second case, the bending is more here, because here this is the bending, right? This is the angle, okay? And you can just compare these two. Here the bending is more, right? So what is power of a lens? Bending ability of a lens, yes or no? Try to understand. What is the power? So these are the parallel beam of rays, right? So these are your parallel beam of rays, and this is a convex lens. So see here, this is how they converge, okay? This is how they converge at this point, right? So this is change in direction of the light because of the refraction, right? The change in direction of the light is because of the refraction, because you have a different transparent medium here. Because of this convex lens, these will change, the parallel beam of ray will change its direction, right? Okay, next, see. So if you take one more lens, okay, just compare these two, okay. So if you just compare these two, here this is thin and this one is thick. First lens is thin and then second one is thick, right? So what is the difference between these two? One will have more focal length, larger focal length. Which one will be having larger focal length? A thinner, okay. So now let's see how this will converge, okay. So here the thickness is more, thickness of this is more than thickness of this. So if the thickness is more, the focal length will be less here. So when you leave a parallel beam of light, so again these parallel beam of light will pass through this point f, right? Now if you compare these two, see here, where the bending is more here, okay, the bending is more in the second case, where the lens is thicker, right? Understood? Here less deviation, more deviation, okay. So same with the concave lens. What will happen with the concave lens? If you take two concave lenses, okay, So here it is thin and this one is thick. Again, thin, focal length will be more. Focal length in the first case is more than the focal length in the second case. So ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, concave lens, the parallel beam of light ray will diverge, right? So how it will diverge? This is how. So here if it is thick, okay, if it is thick, the divergence will be more. See here, just compare these two. Okay, if it is thick, if the lens is thick, then the divergence on through this one, right? Okay, so this is your which lens? Inverted image, concave or convex? Which lens?
So concave.
Sir, convex.
Convex. Inverted image will be concave will get erect image, right? Erect and diminished. Okay, so this is a concave. Okay, so you will show this. So if you tilt this one, see here, it is a convex lens. The same lens is used in your camera. So see here. Okay, now these are the parallel beam of rays, right? So these are the parallel beam of rays. When they pass through this lens, okay, this is how they converge, and these converging rays are captured on the screen, right? See here, that's why real image. Okay, so now so it is captured here. So this is the, what is this point? What is this point?
Focus.
Sir, focus.
It is a focus. It is a focus of this convex lens. Or if you measure the distance between these two, that is the focal length of a lens here, right? So now you can just see here. So this is the lens, the front lens in your DSLR camera. As the distance of the object changes, you need to adjust the position of this, right? Because this is fixed, screen is fixed, right? Screen in the camera is fixed here. But if the object changes, then you need to move this lens so that to get a focus on this, to get a focused image on this. So that's why they rotate it, zoom in and zoom out. If you want, you can just go through few more videos from this YouTube. Okay, you will get a clarity how exactly a camera works, DSLR camera. Okay, fine. So now that is the focal point. See here. So this is what the refraction is, bending of the light ray. Okay, now this is your object. Okay, so this is the object and this is a lens and this is your screen, right? Okay, so now so what is this? This is a reflected ray, and light falls on this object or a flower, so it will reflect, right? So these are the reflected rays which are passing through this lens. So when these reflected ray pass through this lens, okay, so they will refract. Okay, now they will refract, and this, the tip of this is formed here. Okay, now this is how the image is formed here, the inverted image because of the convex lens. Okay, actually the lines we take, those are the imaginary lines, right? Those are just an imaginary line. Actually how the light is focused here, this is how it is focused. Okay, next okay, this we can do later. This is the scattering of white light. Okay, scattering of white light, it will come in the next chapter. Different colors, rainbow formation and all. So now I hope by now you might have got some clarity, right, about the refraction. Next okay, power of a lens. Now how to measure this power of a lens? How to measure this power of a lens? Now you got to know, right? Power of a lens depends on what? Yatra ಮೇಲೆ depend ಆಗುತ್ತಾ power of a lens?
Bending of light.
Bending of light. Very good. Power of a lens depends on bending of a light. Okay, so it depends on bending of light. Okay, where power is more, where the power of a lens is more, where the bending is more, P is more, P is large or P is large, power of a lens is large if more. So what is the meaning of this? P and bending both are directly proportional, right? P and bending is directly proportional. And again, this bending of light ray is dependent on what? Focal length, yes or no? Focal length will depend agatla. Focal length of the lens. Now how this P and focal length are related? P and F, let me write P and F, power and then focal length. How these two are related? Okay, or first before that, how this F and bending are related? Bending of the light ray and F. If F is more, if the focal length is more, bending will be less, right?
Yes, sir.
If F is more, bending is less. If F more is thin iruttala. If F is more, the lens will be thin and the bending is less. If F is small, okay, a small focal length or less, if F is small, then bending will be more or large. Okay, the angle of bending will be large here. So try to understand the concept here. Okay, so what all? First, power of a lens is depending on, okay, bending of light. If the power of a lens is more, then the bending will be more, right? Now you need to connect these two. How to connect these two then? Power of a lens and then focal length, right? You need to find the relation between these two. See here. So now, so bending and F, these two are inversely proportional. If one increases, other decreases. So similarly, power of a lens and then focal length are inversely proportional. Power of a length and then focal length are inversely proportional. That is how we write P is equal to 1 by F. This relation is very important. P is equal to 1 by F. P and F are inversely proportional. Power and then focal length are inversely proportional. Understood? You can just see from the previous slide. Okay. So F1 is greater than F2. F1 is greater than F2. So where the bending is more here? Where the bending is more? First or second case? Bending in case 2. Bending in case 2 is more than bending in case 1, right? So these two are what? Inversely proportional. So what is bending? It is directly proportional to power. Bending and power both are same. Bending of a ray and then power of a lens both are same. If the power of a lens is more, then the bending of the light ray will be more, directly proportional. Okay, so just remember this one. Okay, if you are not getting the logic behind this, need not to worry. Okay, just remember P, power of a lens and then focal length are inversely proportional. Power and then focal length are inversely proportional. So P is equal to 1 by F. So how we find the power of a lens? Reciprocal of the focal length of a lens, right? Make a note fast, make a note. Given lens is if F is positive, then given lens is a convex lens. SLR repeat ಮಾಡಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ If it is positive, then it is a convex lens. If it is negative, then it is a concave lens. What is it? Focal length, right? Okay, given lens is a convex lens. Now, what is f? F is equal to 0.5 meters. Then how to find power? P is equal to 1 by f. You know the formula. So 1 by 0.5. So what is 1 by 0.5? How to simplify this one? Okay, multiply 10 on both the numerators and denominators. So you will get 10 by 5. You know, right? How to simplify this? Multiply 10 here and then 10 here. So we will get 10 by 5. So 5 ones are 5 twos are. So 2. Right? Now what is the unit of this power then? Okay. So magnitude we got, right? 2. So 2 is the power. But what is the unit? What is the unit of this? Okay, if you just see here, what is P? P is 1 by F. Okay, what is the unit of F here? Meters, right?
Meters.
Meters. Then the unit of power is m raised to minus 1, right? 2 m raised to minus 1 or 1 divided by m. Okay. So now instead of this m raised to minus 1 by m, okay, there is a new unit for this power. Okay, that is called dioptre. Or you can write just capital D. D-I-O-P-T-R-E, dioptre or capital D. So this is a unit for power. SI unit of power is 1 dioptre or dioptre. Okay. So and 1 D is equal to 1 dioptre. 1 dioptre is equal to 1 by 1 meter. Okay, or meter raised to minus 1. Okay, these are 1 mark questions. Sir. What is 1 dioptre? 1 by 1 meter. So if power of a lens, okay, if power of a lens, write this point, this one is important. If power of a lens is 1 dioptre, if power of a lens is 1 dioptre, then focal length will be, Shirata, let me write it here. If power of a lens is 1 dioptre, then what is the focal length? Then okay, can someone answer this one? If the power of a lens is 1 dioptre, then focal length will be 1 meter. Very good. Okay, it will be 1 meter. 1 dioptre is equal to 1 by 1 meter. Power is equal to 1 by F. Okay, what is the converse of this? What is the converse of this? If focal length of a lens is 1 meter,
Power of lens is 1D.
1D. If F is 1 meter, then P will be 1D, 1 dioptre. These all are 1 mark questions. Okay, most of the time you will get 1 mark question from this chapter, from this concept, power of a lens or refractive index. These two are the favorite concepts, or the favorite, what is that? Those who set their question papers, right? Okay, so definitely they will pick 1 mark questions from these two concepts, refractive index and power of a lens, most of the time. Okay, so either they may ask this, okay, if the power of a lens is 1 dioptre, what is the focal length, right? And what is the if the focal length of a lens is 1 meter, then what is the power of a lens? Otherwise, okay, you understood this one. Let me give one more example. Shall I erase this part? So now tell me, 2, how can you write the unit here? 2 dioptray. Instead of this meter raised to minus 1, okay, just remove this and then write 2 dioptray. Focal length. Okay, and next one is the degree of convergence or divergence. The degree of convergence, okay, the degree of convergence for convex lens, divergence for concave lens. The degree of convergence or divergence of light rays is expressed in terms of power. Okay, the convergence and divergence, the degree of the extent of convergence or divergence of light rays is expressed in terms of power. And what is the formula? Formula is P is equal to, power is equal to 1 by F, and SI unit of power, SI unit of power is dioptray or capital D. You can just write capital D. And what is this capital D? That is 1D. 1D is equal to 1 per meter or 1 by 1 meter.